estate can be dangerous, actually. I've got a lot of tenants. At this stage, the HoltonWise portfolio is, it's huge. It's 700 plus properties, over, $35-40 million worth of real estate. So we have a lot of tenants, thousands of tenants coming and going. So I'm not saying this is going to happen all the time, or this is a normal occurrence, but it can get dangerous. We had this tenant one time that we had placed in one of our properties, and he was huge, mammoth guy. I'm talking like 6'8", 350 pounds, and he was crazy. It started off as he was just a pathological liar, but he calls our office saying that there's needles and drug paraphernalia in the unit, and it didn't make any sense. And we just took him in his word. Why would anybody make that up? So we sent our techs out there, and they got there, and he said that he had already cleaned it out. And we're like, okay, no worries. And we didn't really think of it again. From then on, more and more weird things used to happen. He would have problems with all other tenants in the building. It's an 11-unit building, and 10 tenants had issues with him, and he had issues with all 10 of them. Just calling us for weird things, just making weird lies and allegations. So it got to the point where we just got to cut our losses with this guy. We offered him a buyout. We offered to pay him to move out, give him back his security deposit, give him some money to find a new place. At that point, we realized that all the weird stuff he was doing it on purpose to get to that point. And he starts demanding more and more money. He got really angry that we didn't pay him off, so to speak. So he really started upping the pressure. And, our maintenance guys would be out at the properties, and he would start to make threats. Rattled off, my personal home address. Hey, you tell James Wise I'm going to burn his house and then my address, I'm going to burn his house down. So, the maintenance guys, they tell us that. I'm like, whoa, we can't have this. We contacted the Brooklyn Police Department. Turns out they actually knew who this gentleman was. There had been several similar incidents. He had a felony actually from 15 years ago that did not show up on our criminal report. That's another thing you gotta know. Sometimes these things do fall through the cracks. Not every county reports these things, so sometimes you could have some types of criminal activity that you would never know about. But sure enough, the Brooklyn PD, they knew who this guy was. And, they helped us out. They put an end to it. They contacted him, and they explained that this type of behavior is unacceptable. Ready, willing, and able to charge him with some criminal activity if he did not immediately vacate the property. So he changed his tone really quick. He ended up moving out the next couple days, and we didn't have to pay him off anything, didn't have to give him back his security deposit. He just left to avoid getting arrested. The point of the story is that this business can be dangerous. Again, it's very, very rare that something like this is going to happen. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of properties under management, and I've only experienced this one time. So I don't want to scare you into thinking that, if I become a landlord and I don't hire a property management company, someone's going to threaten to burn my house down. Probably not the case, but to say that nobody will ever threaten to burn your house down is not accurate, because, it's real, and it happened to me, and it was scary. We actually ended up moving later, and when we moved, we actually put the title of our house into a different name as an extra precaution for these types of things. So if you were to try to find my name, you'll find properties I own, but they're not the property I live in. It's pretty crazy to have to do something like that, but just an extra precaution you have to take. So that's nice. When you can invest in real estate, you could hire a company like my company, like HoltonWise, that they eliminate you from that. There's never going to be a tenant who knows your name and who's angry at you personally. If something goes bad for him, he's not coming after you threatening to burn your house down. They're really mad at themselves. They've made a series of poor decisions that led them to the situation they're in, but they're going to scapegoat somebody, right? They're going to scapegoat the person giving them the news, or the person telling them, hey, you can't do that. Hey, you can't live here. So it's nice if that scapegoat could be someone other than you. You protect yourself, your family, from any bad behavior such as that, however rare it may be. You're already filming me, aren't you? Fucking bastard. Make it this to me. Danger zone! Living in the danger zone! Real estate's dangerous. However rare it may be. Boom!